So we are in the last days of the V8 Hemi, man. We are in the last days of V8s for Dodge and all that type of stuff. Currently recording this is October, and we're about, what, 2 months away from Dodge calling it quits when it comes to the V8 cars. Because Dodge came out with all these last call cars and telling people this is your last chance to get you a V8. You got people getting these cars because, you know, this is going to be their last chance to buy a brand new V8 off the lot from Dodge. And other people, they foresee these cars going up in price when Dodge stops building these cars. So if you're going to buy this car as an investment, will it be worth it? And if so, how long will you have to hold on to this car to start seeing a return on your dollar? Let's go ahead and drop the intro and a word from my sponsor. We're going to get into the video. Today's video is brought to you by CarLock, the world's best vehicle tracker and alert system. With CarLock, you'll be able to track your car real time, get alerts of anything suspicious happening to your car, such as your car is starting when it shouldn't be starting, any vibrations. Also, if someone decides to unplug your car lock from your car, you'll get a notification for that too. You deserve that peace of mind, and make sure you get your car locked. I do have a discount code for you guys shown on the screen right now. Get 10% off your purchase, as well as 14 days free trial with that same discount code, man. Get your car locked. You deserve that peace of mind. Let's go ahead and get into the video. YouTube family, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on this particular video, man. If y'all new to the channel, we do a lot of car related stuff on this particular channel, and go ahead and lock it in if you don't mind. No, it's mostly Dodge, it will be mostly Dodge stuff, but we do a lot of car related stuff on here, so make sure you lock it in. If y'all already locked in, appreciate y'all for doing that, but we will not hold you too long. Let's go ahead and get into the topic of today's video. You see the title and you see the thumbnails. We are a couple of months away from these cars going away for good. And more so, I mean, when we talk about the cars go away, the Charger and the Challenger will still be around, but unfortunately they're going to be neutered and, you know, not come with a V8. We're talking electric, V6 more than likely. Inline six, whatever they decide to do, but we don't get a V8 in a muscle car anymore going forward after this year. So because of that, Dodge has pretty much said, hey, last call, this is your last year for getting a brand new Dodge Charger or Challenger. And because of that, people are going out to buy these cars for various reasons. One reason is because it's going to be the last time they can go out and buy one of these cars brand new. And the other reason is they want to go ahead and buy this car as an investment. And typically, because these cars are not going to be made anymore in this form, there is a chance that the price of these cars are going to go up in value or hold value or what have you, right? So people are banking on that happening. So maybe some years down the line, they can flip it and put some more money back into their pocket. I want to talk about, like, you know, if you're looking to buy this car as an investment in the last few months that you have a chance to, like, will it be worth the investment, and how long you might have to wait to start seeing a return on your investment. So let's go ahead and dive into that. Will these cars be worth the investment going past 2023, going into 2024 and beyond? And the main thing, of course, what everybody's got to think about, and I think a lot of you guys may know this, but what's going to determine if these cars are going to increase in value beyond these years is going to be supply and demand. So one thing that we do know for a fact, that the supply is going to end. We know that the supply is going to stop, and whatever number of cars that are out there at the end of 2023 is going to be the highest number of cars of these particular cars that we're going to see going forward, because they're not building any more like it. The body style is changing, the V8s are going away, so we're not going to get this particular model of car in the future, so Dodge says. But that's going to be the major factor into what's going to happen with these cars as far as price is concerned. Now, one thing here also along those same lines here, talking about supply and demand, we can look at some of the prices of the cars that we have now and seeing that they are more expensive than they were before, which is kind of true. Now, there are a couple of factors that are causing these cars to go up in price. One thing is going to be inflation. For example, if you bought a car in 2015 for $35,000, which a lot of people say, hey, I bought a Scatpack for under $40,000, all this type of stuff, that same car is going to be not 35, it's going to be $45,000 today, and that's just simply because of inflation. Also on the Dodge side of things, as the years went on, especially after 2020, after the supply became kind of an issue a little bit, they cut back on a lot of their rebates. We all know, like, from 2020 and before that, they had the power dollars. There was a whole bunch of other rebates. So you can go buy a Scatpack that was maybe like $40,000 or $42,000, something like that. You'll get $4,800 off the car, and so you're gonna get it under $40,000. Now, today you can't do that because all of that stuff is going away. There's no hardly any rebates on these cars, so pretty much you're gonna be paying MSRP. Plus, you could also, back then, before 2020, you could negotiate a little bit more as far as price. You can negotiate now, but there's not as much wiggle room and stuff of that nature. So price is going to be one thing that's going to impact how your investment, your return investment is going to be. And I'm going to tell you why the price of the car is important. And the reason that the price of the car that you buy is important is because the more over that you purchase a car for, more over MSRP you purchase these cars for, the longer it's going to take for you to start getting a return on investment. And I'm going to show you an example here right now. Now, I know a lot of people are going to these dealerships, they're paying markups of $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, depending on certain cars. I know especially Scatpacks has a lot of markups. Hellcats have a lot of markups, things of that nature. I bought my car at MSRP, and a year later, or over a year later, I bought my car brand new 2022 special build. I got it at MSRP, maybe a little bit slightly below because they changed the prices after I did my order. So I got the price that I did before they changed the price, you know, or whatnot. Because I paid MSRP, and even with the miles I have on my car right now, in my situation at this point, I could walk away from this car and have money in my pocket. I will show you something real quick. I'm gonna put it on the screen here. I'll put the Kelley Blue Book value of the car here. You can see 2022 Dodge Charger Scatpack wide body with the features that I have on the car. And you can see trade-in range from $52,799 at the low end to $57,968 at the high end. Put it into perspective of what my car costs. Window sticker. The window sticker on my car was $56. I didn't pay $56, of course. I walked out paying way less than that, and you can see the range there. I had a trade-in, so I didn't finance anywhere close to $56. So you can see the range of the value of this car based on Kelley Blue Book. That's the trade-in value. Of course, if I go to private property no less than $55,000 to $61,000. So that's just a little bit less than what I paid for the car based on MSRP. So I could sell my car private property, not lose money, and definitely I would gain money 100%. Trade in 100% gain money there. I'm not upside down at all whatsoever. Now, why is that important? If you go out right now and buy a car that has markup on it, so you can take that price and add another $10,000 or something on top of that, the amount that you pay for your car does not change the value of the car whatsoever. If your car is worth $50,000, you pay a $15,000 markup, your car is still going to be valued around $50,000 or less than that. The markup doesn't change the value of the car at all, period. So what does that mean for you if you're trying to make this car an investment? That means you will have to wait even longer to get a return on your investment on that particular car. If you're planning on keeping the car no matter what, then this really doesn't apply to you. But if you're trying to get your money back on that car or make money on that car and banking because it's never going to be made again that you can get your money back, you're going to be in the hole for a while. And of course, you can't mention the value of a car without mentioning supply, because I think the demand will always be there for these particular cars because of the fact that of what they are. V8, modern V8 muscle cars, things of that nature. And there are not a lot of companies that is doing that. The supply, what would the supply look like going forward? Now, I looked at one website here, and I might put it on the screen here. I tried to get an idea of kind of how many cars out there are for sale. Now, this isn't going to be all the cars, but I think the distribution of what trims and things are out there is pretty accurate. So I went up to cars.com and I wanted to see exactly how many cars are for sale for Dodge Chargers and Challengers. And here's a quick breakdown of how many cars are out there. There are a good bit of cars out there, and foresee this changing too much as we cross over into 2024 and beyond. It's going to take a long time for these numbers to adjust. Just going off Chargers here, for the XXC, you got 8,002, and I'm going to put it on the screen here for you guys. 8,000 which is like 8,000 XXTs out there on the market. This is just one website. These numbers are not 100% accurate, but I think it's a good sample size as to kind of what is out there. GTs, which is going to be 4,000, about 4,000 of those, 4,300. Not really too concerned with those because those aren't V8s. I know people are really looking at the V8s. Starting with the 5.7s, we got 3,600 of those out there. Scatpacks, very popular car, 4,884 Scatpacks for sale. This encompasses both new and used. Numbers are not 100% accurate, only using one website here. Now, Scatpack widebody, only 86 that I saw on this particular website, cars.com, for sale. And I'm going to tell you what I'm searching for. I searched all the way from 2015 to 2023 because pretty much that's the same body style throughout that whole time frame. So I only searched those because it's hard to tell a 2015 Scatpack and I mean, you know the difference, the hood's different, things like that. But from a 2015 Scatpack to a 2023 Scatpack, they look the same for the most part. But you see right there, Scatpack wide body, 86 of them. Hellcat 201, Hellcat wide body, normal 707, 717. Those 745 Hellcat jailbreaks, which just came out this year. Not a lot of them. 22 of those for sale. 3 red eyes and 5 red eye jailbreaks for sale. That's just on the Charger side of things. Now on the Challenger side of things, it kind of mirrors that a little bit. Numbers gonna be lower because more Chargers are being sold than Challengers, more production for Chargers than Challengers. Chargers more practical, even though I like the Challenger better, slightly better. I love the Charger. I love this car. This is fun. But Challenger, I love the Challenger slightly better. I had one before. But Challengers, I'm just gonna start with the RTs here. So RT 4200. So a little bit more RTs than the Chargers. Scatpacks, we got about 5,000 of those. Scatpack wide bodies, 42, kind of a low number there. Hellcats, narrow body Hellcat, 2,164. Hellcat wide bodies, 2. Hellcat jailbreak 3, red eye 3, red eye wide body 2, red eye wide body jailbreak 9, super stock 3, Demon 56. And the only reason there are 56 Demons for sale is because of the fact people are trying to sell their Demons to get the Demon 170. I bet a lot of them ordered the Demon 170 and they're like, I need to get rid of my Demon to get that one or something like that. I think that might be the reason why more Demons are on sale now. But you can see the distribution of the number of cars that are for sale. But I'm gonna focus in on more so the V8s. You heard the numbers for the V8s, man. Between the Chargers and the Challenger RT, it's like about, I'm gonna say about 8,000 RTs out there, both Charger and Challenger. Scatpacks, both Charger and Challenger, almost 10,000 out there for sale just off one website. Wide bodies, now wide bodies, not that many wide bodies, around 120 so for sale. Now one website, that number doesn't include a lot of dealerships, things like that. So just so y'all know. But you can see that as you go up in trim, there's less and less of those cars available. So if you are looking to get a Scatpack and say this thing is gonna make money, if you get a narrow body, that's a lot of narrow bodies for sale. That is a lot of them on the market, and it's gonna be really hard for you to buy a narrow body and pay over MSRP and thinking I'm gonna get my money back and it's gonna go up in value. I don't think that's the case. There's too many out on the market, as you can clearly see. Now, if you get a wide body, the numbers show there's less wide bodies than a narrow body, so you may get your return on investment quicker. And you can see by the numbers I showed you with the value of my car. My car is pretty close to how much I paid for the car. And of course, like I said, I paid less than that. I had a trade-in, so I'm not upside down or anything like that. I can go to a dealership right now and come out with money in my pocket. But I'm enjoying this car too much. I bought it to have fun with it. I didn't buy it as a collector's item. But if it goes in for value while I'm having fun with it, that's cool too. So what should you do? If you want these cars and you want to make money off of it, like what car should you be looking at? Honestly, I know a lot of people not going to like this, but some of the special models, the special trims are the cars you should be looking at if you're trying to increase the value of your car quicker. I remember I was looking at the website. There's not a lot of Challenger Shakers out there. A lot of people don't get that option. Those cars will probably go up in value quicker because of the fact of that special option of the shaker. Getting a Charger Daytona probably will go up in value because of the fact it's a trim that is not as common. I mean, granted, it's common when we see it, but it's not as commonly sold. So stuff like that is going to appreciate in value. Now, of course, the last call models, I know they're mostly graphic and sticker packages because of the fact that they are unique. Those cars are going to go up in value a little bit quicker later on down the road just because of what they are. There's not a lot of supply for those. Granted, demand might not be there, but the supply is very low on those. So you got a higher chance on those going up. But you can also tell if you go higher up in trim, buying a Hellcat, buying a Red Eye, buying a Super Stock, buying one of these high-end cars, SRT models, things of that nature, you have a much higher chance for your car to appreciate in value. The supply is low and the demand is going to be high. Everybody wants to get a Hellcat. Everybody wants to get that supercharged V8. Everybody wants to get that top of the line, Charger and Challenger. So the demand's going to be there and the supply is going to be very low. So if you got one of these cars, you got a Hellcat or something like that, and you're very serious about maximizing your return on investment with a car, top tier like Hellcat, stuff like that may be the way to go. Now, it is crazy that we're talking about a car being an investment. I want to say this as well because typically cars don't appreciate in value. It seems like we got into a point here, especially after 2020, that cars are holding value and appreciating more than before because of the fact that supply issues were happening, kind of impacted production and things of that nature. So there's not as many cars out being built as it used to be. Now, granted, the dealerships look full and all that type of stuff, but they're not producing as many cars as before. There were times when people were buying cars and get them from the dealership back in 2020, it would turn right back around and trade it in at the same dealership and get more money for the car than what they paid for because of how the supply was. The demand was much higher, the supply was low, and that's why you saw that. And another proof that the higher end models are going to be the ones that are going to appreciate and value more, the Demon from 2018, the first Demon, those cars, I think MSRP was around 86 or 90 something thousand. I can't think off the top of my head. They were like 90 some $1,000. But every single Demon that's being sold, no matter how many miles on it, there are like 120,000, 130,000, 140,000 for those particular cars. So if you were to get one of those cars at MSRP and then turn around and sell it, you're going to pocket a good bit of money. You're going to pocket a lot of money for that particular car. That's why, that's why markups are terrible. Markups, all they do, they put money into the dealership's pocket, and you are upside down in your car. You don't win with a markup. You do not win with buying a car with the markup on it. So my thoughts here. So which cars are going to be an investment? Which cars are going to be a very, very, very long-term investment? RTs are going to be a very long investment. There's a lot of those cars in circulation still, and you can buy. So the supply is really high on those particular cars. So if you buy an RT, think it's going to go up in value, you're going to be waiting for a long time. Everybody's Scatpack. If you buy one of those, think it's going to go up in value, it's going to be a long time for that happens too. Now, wide bodies, because they're factory wide bodies, those might appreciate and hold value more. Looks like my car is doing that right now. It's holding value pretty steady. So those cars may go up in value a little bit more. Those are lower production cars than everybody's Scatpack. Granted, they haven't been in production the whole time frame of this particular generation of Charger and Challengers. I say particular generation from 2015 to 2023. But like I said, not as many as a narrow body Scatpack that's on the road. So those could appreciate in value much quicker. Hellcats, anything on up, definitely going to get your money back for sure. Those things seem to be the way to go, just because I said supply is going to be lower on those cars. They're higher end cars. There's not going to be as many out there. So you're not going to have to deal with, that big supply hurting the cost of that particular car or the worth of that particular car. But nonetheless, if you're trying to get these cars as an investment, and you're only trying to get it for an investment, take the car, buy it, put a car cover, throw it in the garage, and if it gets you on the car, put a little battery tender on it, and that's all you need to do. Don't take the plastic off of it, any of that type of stuff, because it's going to be a long time for these cars to really start to shoot up in value. Like I said, there's too many of them out on the road. There's too many to being sold, and that number is going to change. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to go in, trade their car in, maybe trade their car in for a higher model. So those lower model cars are going to go up. RTs, that probably going to go up. Scatpacks, things like that. Hellcats and stuff like that. It's going to depend. It's going to depend on that. But like I said, supply is really low on those compared to the other cars. There's not as many being sold and things of that nature. I mean, it's a $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 car. Of course, they're not going to be everywhere. Are these cars a good investment? If you got garage space to hold on to them for several years, it might be. But right now, I don't think that's going to be the case. These cars are not going to shoot up in value just because it turns 2024. I don't see that happen. I'd be very shocked if these cars just shoot up in value just like that, right? Too many on the road, too many for sale. You can go anywhere and still get some. There's dealerships with them everywhere. They can't move them because they want to charge these stupid markups, which I tell you, you don't win with a markup. If you want to put yourself upside down in the car, go buy a car with a markup and you'll be gladly upside down easily. So that's never smart anyway. But that's my thoughts, man. Weird times that we are in, that cars are slowly becoming investments if you do it right. But you got to buy the right car. You just can't go buy anything and think it's going to be an investment. You can't just go buy any Charger and Challenger and say, well, I got the last one, it's going to go up, and then sit back and just watch the value go up. It's not going to do that. You're going to have to take care of it. You can't do too many mods to the car. You got to keep it relatively stock. I know I've done a lot of mods to my particular car and whatnot, because I mean, I didn't buy it for an investment. I bought it to enjoy it. I'm gonna drive it. If I wanted to buy it as an investment, I would have got some cheap $5,000, $2,000 car and put around in that. But I bought a car to have fun with it. My car stays in the garage all the time. It's my daily, but I don't drive it every day because I work from home most of the time, so don't have to drive it all the time. So that's just my situation. But if you're trying to get these as an investment, you're going to be waiting a long time to see that money come back to you, depending on what you buy. But that's my thoughts on it, man. Let me know what you guys think on these cars. Did you buy your car for an investment, or you bought it to have fun? I know I got mine to have fun. I always wanted this car when I first saw these wide bodies come out. I got to have wide body next. That's what I did. But the byproduct of me getting this car, the value of it is holding pretty steady with me putting the amount of miles I put on this car. Well, I'm a year and a half. I'm at 20,000 miles. I'll say that on camera, 20,000 miles in this car, and my car is holding steady in value, which is pretty cool. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of car-related things on this particular channel. As we've done today, we talk cars and all that type of stuff, so make sure you lock it in. We will catch you on the next video. We are out. Cut it.